Ranking the strongest water-based stands in all of Jojo. Let's go. I'm starting with Dark Blue Moon. What's funny about him is that in the manga they made him look ferocious, while in the anime he looks like an absolute goofball. What is that? It was introduced in a pretty badass and promising way, splitting a shark in half, but basically ended up getting one-shotted by Starfinger. For those of you saying Starfinger's not strong, here's the proof. Next up, I got Catch the Rainbow, which allows you to manipulate and walk on rain. You are risking looking like a total dweeb, but the reason why I got this above Dark Blue Moon is because of its surprise factor. You do not expect rain to cut your face in half, but there you go. I'm not gonna lie, people underestimate Clash, but it's actually a pretty strong stand. This is pretty much the exact opposite to Dark Blue Moon, where he looks absolutely hideous in the manga, and this is why a lot of people don't like him. But in the anime, it looks low-key terrifying. Not only can it teleport between bodies of water, but it can also adjust its size appropriately. So a lot of people mainly remember this small version, but this thing can turn into a gigantic shark. And let's not forget, it almost took out Jojo of all characters. Starting off the top 3 with the plankton itself. That's right, we're talking about Foo Fighters. This thing is super weird. It's not only a character, it's also a stand and a giant colony of plankton. It's also almost impossible to destroy unless you obliterate it completely. And that's because there is no central body, so even if you slice it in half, there's plenty of plankton left. If this thing starts multiplying in the water, it's over. And number 2, I got Aqua Necklace. I know I keep bringing up the designs, but I can't fail to mention how terrifying it looked in the live action version, as opposed to the anime where he looks like a total creep. My god, look at that smile. Bro is up to no good. If all the conditions are met, this thing is terrifying. It can go inside you and start manipulating you. The only caveat is it's kinda easy to deal with. As long as you trap him, he's pretty much useless. So we got a great potential, but also a great weakness. And finally, at number 1, Geb. Who thought some water in a can is gonna be so busted? The feats of this thing are crazy. It can literally rip out your entire head, slash your eye, drown you, keep up with Star Platinum, block attacks, and even track you through the sand. This is when Jojo became a horror series. Geb had the entire Stardust Crusaders shook. That was a 1v6. For anybody who hasn't seen the Part 3 OVAs, I highly recommend you watch this battle. So for my money, Geb is the strongest water-related stand. I also asked you guys, and over half of you agreed on Geb, with the only competition being Foo Fighters, which you put above Aqua Necklace. Do not drink from that canteen.